Hey guys, back with another one. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, guys. When you come into the chat, let me know if you hear me. Let me know if you hear me. Let me type this in the chat. Let me type it in the chat. Can you hear me? I hope you can. I hope you can. So I'm going to put in the chat, can you hear me? So we can begin this party. There's a lot going on. Let me put my headsets in now. So that should sound better. Thank you, sweetie. You're the first one into the chat. Hi, Instinct. Hey, Roxanne. Done. So there's so much stuff. Yesterday I was supposed to go live. I didn't. I crashed off to sleep. Y'all know I go into my little spurts because sometimes I get like insomnia and I can't sleep. So when I do get a chance to take a nap and I wake up over the time allotted when I'm supposed to go live and I'm still tired, I just don't. Because one time I fell asleep on live and I try to lie and go, I wasn't sleeping, but I was sleeping. I crashed. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want to do that to you guys. So if I'm tired, I just will reschedule it. We will be doing a 7 o'clock live tonight. So y'all know that, we'll be on here for a hot little second. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll break it all the way down. So you ain't missed nothing. Then at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a premiere going out with Chastity because low-key behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff going on with the Malones. I think that there is some animosity going on either for Chrisean Rock, or Chastity Malone, or both of them. There has been low-key shade thrown recently. Hey, Odine. Hey, Boo. There has been some low-key shade recently thrown at somebody. And if it has nothing to do with anybody on social media, what I want to know is, why is it on social media? Why isn't a phone being picked up and a phone call made to that person in your local town or city and you speaking to them about that? So, there's a lot been going on just today. There are allegations that everybody's coming forth about that Blueface, a lot of stuff that has been not happening by coincidence, but been happening on purpose, has been deliberately done by Blueface to Chrisean Rock, because right now, obviously, they're on a breakup. He's not liking changes that are going on currently in Chrisean's life. And we all know that they're positive changes where Blueface is not going to be able to control Chrisean Rock any longer. And I think that he's threatened by that. Then we got the fallouts with the Jaidyn Alexis and her girlfriend. Is a lot. And it all stems back to this Zeus network, this very toxic but monetized channel that's on television, and everybody's fighting each other. And it's a really sad situation how this is all going down, that people are fighting over the love of money and being famous, and trying to get by, and also what I don't get is, people want to be put on the efforts of somebody else's work, and that's also including Tasiki, because maybe it is not about Chrisean Rock why Chastity has these subliminals going around town that, only she knows what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nikki Love, how you doing, sweetie? Y'all get y'all's notification, put a Y in the chat. But I'm glad that Chrisean Rock is not feeding into the negativity and the self-destruction. People think that they know her so well that I don't think people are convinced that Chrisean Rock has changed. Okay, you did. That's good. And they are triggering her, figuring she's gonna be like, listen, y'all, I ain't the one for this. Y'all know who I am, what I stand for, and how I get down when y'all are sitting up there trying to run a muckery in the streets with my name in your mouth and your character assassinate me for no reason. And you see that I'm pedaling forward and you trying to make me pedal backwards. Sometime in the past, we all saw Chrisean Rock blow up to some of the things that were meant to crash her, but she's not feeding into it. So whoever's trying to do this to her at this particular time, they need to have several seats, because it's not happening. You know, none of these entities, Blueface, I don't believe, Chastity, I don't believe Tasiki or Ronnie have the best interest of Chrisean Rock at heart. We can go down a list for those that are non-believers. Blueface, pretty much before Chrisean even got out of jail, had used her. Hold on one second, guys. This is pissing me off already. I hate when people are calling me trying to sell me something and it's not even an important call. Anyways, we can go down the list of Blueface before Chrisean Rock got out. He used unfollowing Chrisean Rock to promote Jaidyn's BS song that didn't go anywhere, that we don't hear nothing about anymore. Okay, Chastity going down the list. When her sister went to jail, she was collecting alleged money for a lawyer. I don't know if it was a lawyer detainer or to pay the remaining balance of Chrisean Rock's lawyer fees to get her out of jail when she got arrested. Also, she was taking supporters baby clothes that was for 𝗓𝗘𝗫𝗧 and gift cards that one super fan and supporter has sent like a few $1,000s to 𝗓𝗘𝗫𝗧, and some of them were gift cards. That was the way that she eased her mind and just had to be accepted that she had got played by Chastity, and Chastity pretty much was keeping those clothes and all those strollers, the gift cards apparently, because that's how she busted Chastity and all of that. She was taking Chrisean supporters things that the supporters had got for Chrisean. She was taking them for her own self and her child, her unborn child at the time. And then we can go down to Tasiki, who not only is so mad at her sister, she even has her little girl knowing how she's beefing with her own auntie, and got the little girl disliking her own aunt. And we heard that little girl get up on social media saying she don't care too much for her own aunt, sounding real grown, because kids should not be in grown folks conversations or around to hear what adults are talking about when it comes to things like that. But she obviously is in the circle, the loop of the hate train that's going on, with the Chrisean Rock situation, and it's very unfortunate. And then we got Ronnie, who seems to be sent for. Everybody's sending for Ronnie. And Ronnie's obviously doing it, one, for attention, two, who knows, he might be getting paid low key some change to do it. I'm gonna give him a little credit that if he is being sent for, he's being sent for, and he's being paid enough to not care about his dignity and how it makes him look as a young man, not knowing how to say the word no, and not knowing how to say I'm not trying to destroy or make up anything that's going to character assassinate, my ex, because she's just that, my ex. She never did nothing to me. She went her way, I went my way. She ended up being more successful than me, and I'm proud of her, success. Instead of him being that dude, he's being a follower, and people are using him as a pawn in the pawn game to try to get Chrisean back into the circus, because that's all it is trying to get that girl back into the circus. And Chrisean doesn't want to be back in the circus. Chrisean wants to be fully a child of God, not one foot in the door, one foot out the door, not just undeciding if she wants to give herself all the way to the Lord and walk, in that faith. Now she's doing it and people are just not happy with it. It says, that's right. Kids do not need to be around grown folks when they are talking. Exactly. So, like I said, these people are not in the best interest. The intentions are not good for Chrisean Rock. And Chrisean Rock is doing the right thing by staying away from, all of these entities. Now, let me just say this, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad, but I'm going to have to play the devil's advocate. I hope you guys understand what the devil's advocate. That means I'm going to look at things on both sides with this situation, okay? There are people who maybe they do wish the best on Chrisean Rock, but they're just used to the old Chrisean Rock, and it's gonna maybe take some time for them to be accepting of it. And we know that this shall pass, even if they're not ever accepting of it. However, change has came. And I really do believe that Chrisean Rock is definitely going to move forward in her life, and she's not going to let any obstacles, whether good or bad, kick her off this journey. She's definitely going to be mindful of her circle. Um, I like the way she kind of sort of, this is my opinion, at least for now, she has cleaned up her circle. Like, for example, we don't hear a Smiley too much hanging around Chrisean Rock yet. Smiley, she hasn't got on here publicly and said anything like they had a fallout. But I think that Smiley from a distance is respecting Chrisean Rock's space, which is good, because we all know that Smiley can be a demon. She can start doing really stupid stuff to your pages, like getting them taken down, which I don't think that she could get Chrisean Rock's page taken down because of who she is and all the following that she has. She's a household name, to a lot of people. It'd probably be virtually impossible for that to happen. However, I wouldn't bring anything past Smiley. But I think that out of all of the circle, I have noticed a lot of positive change in Chrisean Rock and also with Mosh. I hope that if they did have a fallout and it's not, allegedly or a rumor, I hope that they end up coming back together. They're both following the same path, and they will definitely be two powerhouses. My attitude's like this. How about visualizing Marsh and Chrisean Rock being two powerhouses, being a couple? When I say a couple, I don't mean in a relationship like a Blueface and Chrisean Rock relationship where it's intimate. I'm talking about as two best friends who've been through the struggle in life with each other, and then with people that are in the circle who played sometime them against each other, but that they got back together. They're a powerhouse. They're making money. They're making moves, and they're following the fate, God's will for all of us to one day to walk in his footsteps and stop backpedaling, you know what I'm saying? And give ourselves fully to him, like Marsh and Chrisean did. I think that would break the algorithm, I think, more so than Chrisean Rock and Blueface being together, because we're starting to see, and I know that a lot of audience is starting to side eye Blueface. And, a lot, I don't think when he gets out, he might not be as popular, and, people might not want to hear too much of what he has to say because of how he's getting down in jail. People are really starting to see what Chrisean Rock has been trying to convince us about Blueface from day one, but nobody really wanted to take her word for it. But there's a lot of things that there's a lot of levels to Blueface. He's very manipulative. I personally don't think Chrisean should put anybody else on. Everybody can put on seems to turn. I know, seems to turn on a Dolores. You were so right about that. And I think that's what I think Dolores, I think that's what she is doing. I think that what you just said is what she is doing. I'm not putting anybody else on. Look at how Meatball did her. Meatball, she was selling hats, all those winter hats and winter stuff, about a year ago at the end of the winter. CashApp invited her to her spot. She stayed with CashApp for a couple of days. CashApp got her sold out of all her merch. And next thing you know, she's on the baddies. Nobody was coming for Meatball. Nobody came for Meatball. Just her being in the presence of CashApp is how she got put down. I'm convinced that is how she got put down. And I just feel as though Chrisean knows her worth. She knows that a lot of people ain't ish. And she just needs to just keep moving forward. And if people get mad because towards the end they missed the train and they weren't able to get put on and be happy, then hey, it is what it is. I mean, you can't make everybody happy. You have to understand that CashApp started from the bottom. And see, and that makes me mad sometimes, even in my real life. Like I have people who, when I was first doing YouTube, they didn't believe in my vision. Now I made it. I've shown screenshots, or people have seen money that are close to me that I've made, on this channel. Now it's put me on. Like now, my hard, my hard efforts, even the years that 2 years to be exact, or almost 2 years, when I was putting out these videos and I wasn't getting paid for it. Nobody could understand what kind of a job was this, because how are you not getting paid the first couple of years? But because people abuse a platform so bad, they had levels to this that you had to meet, requirements that you had to meet in order to get monetized and get paid. And it took people like myself some time to get monetized. But soon as I got monetized, now people want to come out the woodwork and they feel like I owe them. Like, help me out. You see, I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? Put me on. But nobody put me on. There were times that I want to give up, prior to getting to where I'm at. And nobody put me on. I didn't collab with other people or big YouTubers that could have blown me up overnight. And I know that if I did my due diligence and reached out and politic with these big YouTubers, they wouldn't have no problem with trying to help me grow my channel. But I was wanting to do it on my own. All the pain, sweat, and tears, do that on my own so I could appreciate what was to come, which I do appreciate wholeheartedly, everything that I have. She don't know who to trust, but people need to understand she feel right how she feels. You feel what I'm saying, Nikki Love? So that's why you gotta be careful who you share your blessings with. Like, I got people in real life that they should already know, but they're so desperate to get a handout. Who is this now? Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna let you listen to a video real quickly because I gotta step away. But I just want to just let you know this was from yesterday, and a lot of y'all may have saw it, but I wanted you guys to hear it again. Let me pull it up real quick so that we're on the same page of how people's intentions aren't good. And I want you to listen to this is a recap video here of what surprised me, of why Chastity had to feel as though she had to go on live and explain herself. What was said to her that triggered her to have to defend herself. It was very questionable. Then today you'll hear at 1 p.m. something else that she put on her channel, further letting us know that there's some turmoil that's happening behind closed doors, and she's telling us without telling us, subliminally telling us, because she wants us to inquire about it. And I have. So this is why I'm sharing it with you. But just for the ones that did not hear what she had said, also didn't hear what my position was, I did a commentary video to it. So listen up.
Baddies. First of all, baddies is not my cup of tea. You see the that baddies did to my family. I'm not a price for fame. Listen, I've been a hood.
Hold on, guys, because I have to do something. I gotta move this out the way. Here we go. Here we go. You guys probably still could have heard it.
Saying baddies. First of all, baddies is not my cup of tea. You see the that baddies did to my family. I'm not a price for fame. Listen, I've been a hood star all my life. My name is Free Bands. The band lady. It became the band lady because when I was in prison, I bought mommy another house from jail. So Mookie and Terrain changed it from Free Bands to the band lady. I've been a celebrity in the city, in the streets. I don't care for that. All that you know what I care about? Wealth, unity, love, peace, family. Fame is not on my list. I don't want to be famous. I want the money. I've been selling dope all my life, my nigga. I don't do that no more. I really changed. So it's kind of hard adapting to not doing the wrong thing anymore and trying to do the right thing. But I'm doing it. But I'm not going on TV. I'm not going on TV to fight this sister or to bash this sister or any of that corny. Corny as me. Listen, I got paid. I got flew out to sit down with my sisters so they don't fight. It was never for me to go with Sean and be against Tifa. I don't rock like that. Okay, I'm coming in with Sean, but guess what? I'm with Sean and Tifa. Yeah, I'm ready to eat these other bitches. I wasn't planning on, I'm going with Chrisean to fight Tifa, or I'm going with Tifa to fight Chrisean. Corny, cornball. I'm not a cornball. I'm not a ball. I'm not a meatball. I'm a real. So stop playing with me. And if I gotta talk about the Nexus, the bag to get on, I don't want that. You feel me? That's not me. Me, I'm all love, baby. I want us all to eat. You know what the is doing on the scene of baddies? Whatever, what is it? Mill West, whatever, Wooty Woo. I don't even watch it. Listen, I was crying, my they were saying to each other, whatever, how it was coming out. It's like, damn. I cry like a. I didn't get. Oh, I wasn't there to be. Yeah, this big scene. It was Let's bring Tifa and Chrisean back together. When I left, we was together. I was booked. I come home to all this pain killing me inside because we used to all sleep in one bed at one point. So all this separation is really painful for me. But I'm strong. You feel me?
Hey guys, back with another video, but before I start, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Also, make sure to leave a comment on this video. So I really don't know what triggered Chastity to go on this rant or explanation about the situation with Tasiki and her sister, but it does give us a little bit more insight of what the conversation consists of, how it went, which it didn't go well, which I had predicted that and told my audience prior to them coming out saying that they did not make amends and it was a very messy situation the day of the meet. She also brought some clarity to why she was paid and sent to go to Zeus Network. It wasn't to be on the show. It's probably going to be an airing that's coming soon. It's obviously pre-recorded, but it'll be something that's going to premiere of the discussion between the two women, because everyone got a check. So why them signing that contract and getting paid, even if they don't want to go out because it wasn't a good outcome. It's going to have to be aired eventually. But she's given some more insight of how it went. She's saying she was emotional. I just don't really buy some time with Chastity selling, because we all know that she has stolen from, and I'm going to say allegedly stolen from Chrisean Rock's fans to protect myself and my channel, even though I know, in my opinion, that she has. But at the same time,
Yeah,
I'm not
she was
going to
talking
say
about
she
Big
has
Brother,
not been
everybody.
trying to be
But
one
he's not
of
in
the
position to
family
put her
members,
on, so she ain't
maybe
talking about
not
him.
all of them, but one of few that have been trying to put together some sort of
What
unity
happened to
between
the
the
house?
family. But we're not going to blame, like you're going to hear her say in this video, that maybe this is why her mother's relapsing. We tend, as children, we love our mothers and our fathers, and sometimes they have nasty addictions that we kind of sort of defend them with.
Odin's so
Her
funny.
mother's sick,
Make sure y'all hit that
learn
like button.
behavior, wherever she picked it up from. She's gonna have to, like she also mentions in the video, she's now in recovery again. But getting back onto this whole situation, it's just, a lot of learned behavior with the whole Malone family.
Yep.
And they really have to now nip this in the bud. And this generational curse that is still going on, history still repeating itself, they need to apply what they have been through in their life and turn it around, like Chrisean Rock is doing. I'm glad Chrisean Rock is staying away from the noise. We can easily see how things could be fired back up. Just the other day, which pissed me off, Ronnie was back put into the equation because he went on live. He decided to go on live. Just him being on live, the presence of him being on live just triggered this, him being the father foolishness. And Chrisean Rock is staying away from it. But we just seem to have family members in particular. I mean, it's to be expected, people that are not related to her, like commentators like
I'm glad
myself,
too.
but it's family who
Hey
keep sparking up
Tiffany.
stuff that I'm quite
Make
sure
sure y'all hit
Chrisean
the
Rock
like
really
button. Hit
wants
the
to
like
leave in the
button.
past, leave alone, so that she can go on what her mission is and follow God and just be in peace and harmony and be able to productively take care of business and her family, which is Chrisean Jesus.
So cute with my nose ring. Hey, mama, come in. No, but like, I'm not for the drama. I'm for love.
Yeah,
I
okay.
care about what my mom cares about. My mom, she don't want us to beef. She wants us to all get along, be
Why
Nobody's
you
mother
pretty,
bringing
wants
this
that.
go
up
to
then?
church, worship God, be happy, get money, work together. My mom don't want this. Everybody wonder why she zoned out, taking all these pills.
But you're like that because of your mom.
Losing her mind. Her kids ain't listening and they all beefing.
Oh, that's why your
What you
mother's
think
getting
wrong with
high,
mommy?
allegedly?
See,
Okay.
I'm getting emotional talking about it.
Excuses.
I gotta shut up because I'm ready to start crying. Wonder why mommy is how she is right now. But look at us.
I don't
You
know if she
feel
got no
me? We
200,000.
hurting her.
If you're talking
We
about
hurting her bad.
if you're talking about
She
Chrisean Rock,
carried
yeah,
all
but
of
not
us.
no
And look at this
chastity.
all over the world. What you mean? Mommy throwing it back. She hurt. Yes. And even though my mom is in treatment right now and I'm so happy about it, guess what? What did we do as her children, right? While she was doing what she was doing as a mother, she getting herself clean and stuff. But what are we doing out here for when she come out to her kids that she wants to be together and stop beefing? What did we do?
It probably will never stop because for right now, Chrisean Rock has moved forward. And one thing you'll learn when people start to, follow completely God and the footsteps that he set forward for us, you're not pleasing nobody but him. So all the people that wanted her to put them on, she's not living that life no more. She's not going to be even in that circle to have to explain or even lie to anybody that she's going to put them on or feel pressured. She's letting all you when you walk in the fate of God, you let all of those pressures and negativities and demonic forces and vibes and people, places, and things, you let it all go. You give it to God. She don't have to explain no more. She ain't got to hide and duck and dodge people that she knows that got their hand out. She's in another circle. And a lot of these people are not only religious influencers, but they're already well off themselves. So they don't need nothing for Chrisean Rock at all. The people that needed something from her, she's far away from them now.
And my brother Eugene called me getting on my nerves yesterday. He had a nerve to say, you don't want the family together, because he said all this stuff to me. I said, boy, stop calling me with that. Go call the other sisters. Like, don't tell me that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody care. He said, you.
Right.
I'm the only sibling that want us all together. Even if it's someone saying they do. Is they putting in work or putting effort? No, I be the only one. I'm tired of getting hurt. Keep trying. I give up. But
it is
there's
sad.
so much I could get on here and say. Like, if I was to tell y'all all the I go through and what I be doing for the family and what that be happening to me, yeah, y'all don't want to see that. Y'all ain't gonna like.
It seems like when things go quiet for a while, the first ones I feel like to notice it is the Malone family. Just recently, like I said, Ronnie appeared. He was having a drink, Friday night or whatever, and then people just stopped trying to bring up about him being a baby daddy, and it's like, we go from that extreme, and that goes on, and I'm quite sure in the background it stresses out Chrisean Rock to like now Chastity's getting up here because something must have triggered her, or something may have been said involving her name, and she's probably really up here really defending her own honor, but at the same time also defending her
hope for
family.
speedy
But
recovery.
sometimes some things just don't need to be said, especially when you're in a community, and the type of audience that we cater
Praying
to,
hands going
we
up
feed
for
this information
grandma.
to.
Queen
Sometime
Grandma
when you
rocks,
start
guys.
up this nonsense, it just never ends. It never ends. A lot of stuff that doesn't amount up to anything in the world just keeps going around recycling itself, and it's not doing anything to have people move forward. It's just going to have people backpedaling. It's going to trigger people. It's going to character assassinate a person's name and make somebody think otherwise about them, so that they're being harassed and stressed out when they need to be on the back end productive citizens in society and taking care of their families and getting the bag and all of that, but they have to deal with trying to defend their honor because of all of these allegations that are swarming around, and everyone's picking a side of who they want to believe, when it's not even about picking a side. At the end of the day, that's Chrisean Rock's life. If Tasiki and Chrisean Rock gonna be on the fence with each other and not, sisters and enemies, then, they're grown. And if one day it comes to a point where they see the light, then that will happen, but let it happen organically. But to keep bringing up something that's past tense and that is like still an open wound, we don't need to really be triggering or defending anybody, from a distance that's hearing this, thinking that just, siding with the other. Some things sometimes are just meant to be left alone. Let it just, clear itself out naturally, the way that it should happen in the universe, and not bring up stuff that really doesn't amount up to anything. So I really don't know why Chastity brought this up, but she brought it up. And I'm going to let her finish the rest of what she has to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
People no more. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I don't tell the business. I'm not bragging about what I did. You see, I love hard. So you see me posting the family, oh, I love you so much, or oh, give you some roses, love, love, love. You don't see me, oh, such and such was locked up. I got him out of jail. I paid every 2 weeks for him to stay home. I slept in a room with him to keep him home and safe. Made sure he went off to where he at. Did I get on the internet and do that? No. It's what I can do and say. And that mother grateful and always hurt my feelings, disrespecting me. And that's family. I go through hella shit. Do I get on here? It's a lot I did. I could speak on. With receipts. I don't do that. And I'm going to stop now. Because by me talking a little bit, like, opening up, something's coming out. So I'm going to stop. But, like, what I'm trying to say is, I don't do that weird. I don't do that capping. I don't cap. I'm not a cap. I stand on business. And word is bond. I'm a woman of my word. What I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to it. I don't play games. And I don't ever want somebody to do something that's evil and cruddy just for me to feel better. No. And all money, not good money. So guess what? I don't want. If the only way I can get it is to bash family, salute.
So as I I was gonna say something, I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, sometimes people need to take their own advice, is all I have to say. All I'm gonna say is that I hope that this Malone family gets this off together, because quiet is kept, alongside with Blueface trying to tear down Chrisean Rock. I feel like there are not all, but many in her own family that are haters and trying to tear her down too. And some of them are even dangerous than the others, because some of them are acting like they're out for her best interest, but they're not. They have an alternative motive. You can clearly see it for the ones that are realists. And hopefully this generational curse ceases and desists itself, and they can prosper, you know, on their own, without having to, depend on the star of the show, which is Chrisean Rock, to pull them out of their ruts. Chrisean Rock had to pull herself out of a rut in an unfortunate situation that she grew up in, and I feel as though she doesn't owe anything to anybody at the end of the day, and I don't think that they should be putting these pressures on her to do so. Yeah, so there's something definitely going on, and I got a premiere video going out at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe you guys can read between the lines of what Chastity is trying to do. I don't know what's up with that girl, but she just, like, over the last couple of days, been on a rampage, and that outburst that she did, that I just let you guys listen to, I'm wondering who said something to her. You don't just wake up and then just start getting on social media feeling like you have to, like, say something. Something was said to her. Something, or somebody said something that was said about her, repeated something that was said about her, and it offended her, and she felt like she had to speak up about it. Something happened. I mean, do I know exactly what happened? Absolutely not. Will I ever find out what happened? Probably not, because a lot of times people try to sugarcoat stuff. And then, Chastity, to me, she can't be believed. Anything that she says it does, because she's anytime you steal from your sister when she's in jail, and you're stealing money and gift cards and strollers and diaper warmers and all kind of stuff, and yeah, you probably got the okay eventually from your sister that it was okay, ain't no love lost, but you stole it. I don't care what nobody says. You don't get too much love from me. You can't be trusted at all. But yeah, right now she's trying to be um the star of the show. She's going through some emotions right now. She's not really being straight up front of what is really actually going down with the situation. I'm quite sure eventually it'll come out. People will probably dig even deeper than I'm digging to find out what the problem is, and then it'll come out, or maybe she'll go on to somebody's platform and share what's going. I don't know, but something's definitely going on. She's not, unless she's crazy. Nobody just gets up here and brings up how she got paid from Zeus Network to be the mediator so that her sisters wouldn't be getting into fistfights with each other. And nobody brings up old news. It's still fresh news, but it's old news, because Chrisean Rock's not living that kind of lifestyle. So it's old news in a sense where, that probably was a heated argument between the two sisters the day in questioning when they were on Zeus Network. However, there were probably things that Chrisean Rock could have said out of anger, being human. They had nothing to do with her, being religious or a changed woman. Her sister may have said some things to her that were hurtful, and she may have said some things back. I don't know. I have not saw that interview, but I definitely know that something is playing out in the background. Things are being said. I don't know. They're a party of people who are planting these seeds and triggering people to cause mass confusion on social media, so that maybe that could be an attempt to get Chrisean Rock out of hiding, is because people think she's hiding. She's not hiding at all. She's walking forward. She's pedaling forward. She's around a different circle, a circle that's not negative, and they don't have time for the drama. They can't relate to it because they don't walk in that fate. And and she's content there, because in that circle of friends that I'm quite sure Chrisean has surrounded herself around, she doesn't have to explain herself. She can be who she is. She can be at peace. She doesn't have to feel as though she has to have the holy demon, the Holy Spirit in her, to the point that she got to really cuss you out for you to understand. Stop playing with her. She's around people that are respecting her for who she is, and she doesn't have to question that or explain who she is. She can be just Chrisean Rock, and that's all people really want to be in life, is who they are, and not have to always explain themselves to somebody. They don't owe anybody any explanation to how they live life. She doesn't owe anybody an explanation if she gave her life to God, and she doesn't want any drama, and she wants peace in her life. Chrisean Rock, if you're listening, ignore these people and walk your walk. Right, Nikki Love? Exactly. Because all they're trying to do is sabotage her. I've never seen that many people see somebody do something positive, and they just they're not in sync with it. I don't get it. I could see if she was being like, she got out and she got really ratchet, like the ratchet Chrisean, the old ratchet Chrisean Rock on steroids. Like, say she got out on steroids, like, you know what I'm saying? And she just went ham. Then I can see them saying enough's enough. She's a mother now. She's got to live for 𝗪𝗛𝗓. But she's walking a different walk. It's a positive walk. It ain't got nothing to do with drama, putting pause on anybody, and people still got stuff to say. Crazy to me how I thought you said gorilla. What did you say? Carzilla lied about her house at the. Yeah, I don't know. What happens in the dark, like they say, Tiffany, always comes to the light, honey. Better to tell the truth than to keep up with a lie, because a lie you got to keep up with. It goes on and on and on and on. But the truth remains the same. That's all I got to tell you. So listen, I'm going to tell you this, guys, since I got y'all in here. I have a premiere video going out at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is part 2 to Chastity. You did not hear this. What I just showed you was part 1 of what I put out of the first day that I know of, that she's subliminally letting people know that there's drama and feud going on in the background with Chrisean Rock and 𝗪𝗪𝗪, in my opinion, or with the both of them. She's speaking about, and this is part 2 of her venting again, once again, but she's not name dropping who she's talking about. But the only one in her family close to her that can position her is 𝗪𝗪𝗪 and Chrisean Rock. So these are the only 2 people I think that she has to be talking about. So that will be going out at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have a live that we will be doing because there's more information that we need to talk about at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, and we have a premiere video at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So 2 more videos will be going out today. Do not wait for notifications bell. Just come over at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live. I'm about to get off now. I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all. Talk to you later at 7.